Alright, so we're back at the starting point of our last checkpoint, if you will. So we're headed to this little section there, hoping that that works for crossing a bit better than here. I don't think we'd run into any problems with Thieves Landing here, but at the same time, I really don't want to deviate too far from the path. This at least keeps us going in that southwesterly fashion. So let's mark it. And let's get ready to go. Let's start the timer now. Yes, right now. So we're going to walk across Beecher's Hope because we did not do that when we stopped last time. And so, continuing our long, slow slog, but not as slow as I thought. I don't really know what I would be basing those expectations on. And I'm certainly not disappointed in the size of the map, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, for some reason I kind of thought it would be a crazy long amount of time just because of how slow this feels. But as it turns out, not that bad. We changed clothing to something that is a little more amenable to desert travel, because that is where we're heading. I don't know if being in the desert will be as uneventful as it was walking to this point, but we've not run into any predators. I didn't even see a predator, much less have any problems with them. I only shot one animal, and that was a deer, because, like, right before that, another deer tried to run me over. Looks like if we stay on this track, we will enter tall trees, so we might run into our first predators there, although we did walk through some potentially gnarly parts very, very early on in this, and did not run into a cougar that routinely spawns in a place where I thought I would run into him at. No bears along the way that I thought I heard a bear a couple times, but now I'm convinced that that is just some sort of guttural yowl that a deer can make. Get our bolt-action rifle ready for any black bears we might run into. Of course, it's also possible we could run into some of the Skinner brothers. Real sick bastards, those guys. But I've cleared out probably, if not definitely, every ambush they can possibly use just by playing the game. Some ominous music, suggesting perhaps predators could be a factor. We're going to run by Bear Claw, so it's possible we'll run into that black bear here. I just realized these boots don't really match very well with the outfit. They don't not match, but they don't match as well as some of the other boots I have. But the gator boots are just so awesome, man. The bull gator boots. I could have wore the bull gator hat, and I think it would have worked. But decisions were made already. Alright, here's the road here. Did not run into the predators, the wolves, or the bear, at least not yet. I did try to have this route avoid combat as much as possible. I think it's a pretty decent line across the map as well. There's probably a better one if you practiced it over and over, but that would only make it faster. So this is just an estimate of how long it takes to walk across the map. I hear the bear. We'll see if it actually attacks us. If it's a black bear, believe it or not, black bears are really skittish in this game, unlike their counterparts in Red Dead Redemption 1. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest, in a way. Is that an animal or a woman screaming? I cannot tell. We're not going to find out. I'm trying not to use Eagle Eye, because that slows down your progress. What is that? A turkey? A sheep. A bighorn sheep. Now I might be coming to a part here where I might need to divert just a little bit this away. Hopefully not a lot, because I think this is a hill that I won't be able to slide down so easily. So I've been trying to avoid roads just to mix things up a bit. But we're going to stay on this road at least for a little bit here. I think we're alright. I think we're good. If we kind of cross here. We may still cross and ultimately take the road. Oh, this is fine. This is the only decline there. That's not bad at all. No predators. If I see no predators the whole time, I will be a smidge disappointed. Just a smidge. Just because I thought that would mix things up. I thought I'd run into at least one early on the run when I was in the highest parts of New Hanover and into Amberino. Thought I'd run to at least a black bear that might be hungry for a Marston snack. Alright, so we're just going to keep on trudging along here. That's where by far the spookiest, creepiest part of this so far was being nighttime in the woods over there in at the very first of the run in New Hanover. A badger, not a threat to us at all. Of course, we're coming up on the crossing here, that's right. So I will have to deviate ever so slightly. Looks like we can cross just fine. I don't see any problems at all with crossing right here. And we're probably coming up on the marker. Yes, we are. Right here. Marston cannot swim. Which, you know, they did not include a swimming mechanic in the original Red Dead Redemption, so that's the joke now. Alright, so we're going to get to right here. And I didn't test to see if I could do this. I just kept going. Maybe not smart. Maybe not smart. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. We barely. Barely. Well, this is a fine place to put our marker here. Alright, so let's see. Where are we headed to next? I put the marker pretty far away. I think we're pretty good to... Let's go ahead and be safe and put a marker at McFarland's Ranch. Right on this road crossing there. Alright. I think we can get back started. Let's see, does Arthur need to... Oh, we need to get our stamina up because we almost drowned. We'll eat a big game oregano, which will give us a gold core. Alright, let's head this way towards our marker that we just set. Alright, let's keep going. Keep trudging on.
Your distance will
I
be
know.
appreciated. I got places to be.
I know how this goes.
You got a
No, I don't. Just keep going. If you shoot at me, I swear to God, I'm going to blow your face off.
What happened? Not so
Dude, normally I would kick your ass, but I got bigger fish to fry, if you will. When you do a challenge like this, you really notice how much time and effort went into the footsteps. It sounds very different walking on that dirt. It sounds like you're walking on dirt. Versus they walking in the grass, which you get a little bit of a crunch with this grass here. Then back to dirt. And sure enough, starts to sound more like he's walking in crunchier, drier grass. A little bit thicker sound here and there as he walks through these bushes. Very cool. Very cool, Rockstar. Very cool, man. The attention to detail is astounding. Uh-oh. Can we walk down this? Is this a cliff or... I think I can walk down it pretty well. Should be able to. I'm going to divert just a little bit so I don't slide too much. Sliding is faster than walking, of course. Just a small diversion there. Just keep walking as straight as I can towards my marker. Alright, I think this is McFarland Ranch. I think. Pretty sure, actually. So let's not walk in here wielding a weapon. Looking all dangerous. Don't want to get shot and have to take this old place down. Which, by God, I will if I have to, damn it. No matter that that would totally wreck the canon of the game. Of the first game. So we're going to hop over this fence here, and we should... I know the marker I said is right outside of McFarland Ranch, so not too far off. Everybody wake up, as the rooster says that it shall be. Alright, the slow trudge to the next marker. The slow, agonizing trudge. Oh goodness, we're going to have to walk through a cow pen here. We could get ran over doing that though, couldn't we? couldn't we? We're just going to make it work. We're just going to try to see if it'll work. Either way. There's a hat I need to make, and a rooster feather is required for it.
Alright.
Dude's doing chores. Dude, you're getting in my line. Get on my line.
I don't want to see you here.
Oh,
Now get
damn,
lost.
I gotta... Oh, God. Ugh.
You better learn to respect this
God
man.
damn it.
There we go. Maybe that'll work. So we got knocked over, which slowed us down, but then I ran out of there so I didn't get in a fight with the McFarlane people, ruining the canon of the next game. So I guess there's a give and a take there, but that's fine. We're off. We're out of the rancher's way. He's out of our way, most importantly for him. And we are on our way to our next marker. Alright, we're coming up on the marker here, so we're going to stop time once we get to it here. Alright, and stop. Right there. So this next walk is going to be by far the shortest. Look at the hawks, or the birds. Are they taking something, or are they... No, these are just ravens. Just ravens. There's probably a dead something that's right in our path. Look at that. Almost perfectly in our path is a dead buck. He'll be rotted, of course. Yep. Is it getting dark again? Oh no, it's morning. Maybe a storm is a-brewing. We've had a lot of weather. Had some lightning at one point. Oh gosh, I just thought about that. When we're walking through the desert, we're almost guaranteed, right? We'll be there enough time, we'll encounter a dust storm where the visibility will be so bad that we won't be able to see 3 feet in front of us. That should be interesting. Alright, so we're at the marker here. We're going to let this carriage pass. They won't slow us down, thank goodness. So we're going to stop right there. And so now what we're going to do is we're just going to walk this road, boringly so, because we cannot jump off of this cliff. It is impossible, as far as I know, or this cliff for that matter. And we're just going to walk the long, lonely road until we get to Armadillo. And then we're going to start cutting across to Mercer Station, largely dodging Armadillo and any of the boring road stuff. Just going to walk, walk, walk. There's the goat lady's place. Get to Mercer Station and go from there. Alright, let's start right now. So yeah, this could be the most boring leg of the journey simply because we're just going to be on a road the whole time. No means to do that. I mean, maybe there's some part or place where you could maybe. Look at that snake, and look at the dirt trail it leaves. Soft dirt there, isn't that cool? So yeah, the long boring trek down a road. This is probably going to be the least favorite part of my journey, and I'll probably cut all of it out. I mean, there really isn't a whole lot of excitement on a road in this game, other than unless an NPC decides to get smartass and you shoot them in the face. Or dynamite them in the balls, whatever your fancy. Do whatever you like. Okay, here comes a new carriage coming the other way. We're not going to have our gun out and potentially cause aggression. Actually, it was really nice to us there. It's good, right? Ugh. Staying on the road, the boring old road. Singing songs. Here comes a horseman. The one time where I wish I could break the rules and just horse my way down here. But I will not be stealing that guy's horse to do that. It won't be. It's tempting to do that. I didn't hear what you said, but
Easy.
I'll say easy because apparently that's a greeting in the West.
Good morning.
Morning
Hey,
to you
mister.
there, buddy. How you going? How you doing? Going? How's it going? How you doing? Both work. Oh, you don't know how bad I want to just press the A button. This is the worst. Walking a road, so boring. I mean, I guess the only part that's not boring is you do get, the occasional traveler, and you can say something to them. But otherwise, it is the worst. Ugh. just want to shoot things. No, don't stop. Just keep walking while doing that. It's like throwing your middle finger up, but, you know, it's a gun. I can shoot somebody's eyeball out. One finger up, baby. Oh, brother. Ugh. Am I crazy to believe that the volcanic pistol is the best handheld weapon in the game? I really do like it the most. I really do prefer it over any of the other handheld weapons. Oh my god. Can this take any longer? I wonder if anyone has ever, in the history of Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2, walked, never ran, never rode, walked down this particular road. I mean, in the original, it feels like a long road on a horse.
I'm not looking for company or conversation, so you just stay back.
Hey, mister.
I'm not looking for company or conversation, so stay the hell back. Normally I'd blow your balls off, but alright, I think we're getting close. It feels like we are getting close. That's right. At the ready. At the ready. Oh crap, I'm shooting explosive rounds! Damn it! I've been wasting explosive rounds this whole time every time I shot the volcanic pistol. Nice work, pal. Nice work, dude. Ugh. Oh, brother. This is taking forever. It's taking forever. Ugh. Oh, my goodness. What in the world? We're getting closer. We're getting closer, people. Since the marker back there, it's probably been about 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a long time when you're just sitting here walking. I don't even have my other hand on the controller to greet the guy.
Head still rolling from the road.
That guy sounded like he said heads are still rolling from the road. Not sure what that means. Oh, so we're at the marker finally. That's good. Alright, so I'm going to take a little break. Let's stop the timer right now. Alright, guys. I gotta admit, man, I'm getting close to hitting some sort of breaking point here of boredom. Just going from here to here was like a nightmare. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting exhausted with this. I'm trying to do this all in one day or one afternoon / evening. Not necessarily one sitting, though. That would be literally one sitting. That would be awful. So we're going to go to here, and we're going to try to avoid Armadillo, just to mix things up. So I'm going to try to go this way. Obviously, going to stay on a slightly tighter line there. Something along those lines. Do we need to eat? Let's just eat just for the heck of it. Eat some stringy meat. Alright. Start the clock. And the music. It looks like. There's an armadillo. Armadillo! There. As we get closer and closer to the eponymous town.
Hey.
Oh, brother. It's going to get more interesting. It has to when we enter the desert proper. We've not dealt with any predators, no enemies. Of course, again, I'm at the end game. So no gang ambushes or anything like that should be left. We avoided combat wherever we could so as not to slow us down. Entering the desert, you know, getting off a road, things can get interesting. You never know what might happen. Like even stuff like this makes it more interesting as you're playing because you have to kind of monitor, make sure you don't... You know, if you do run into a rock, you jump over it pretty fast. There's the town of Armadillo. In flames. Surprised that Armadillo's flames don't reach higher. I mean, they're like literally burning bodies and farm implements and stuff over there. You know, whereas that's just a campfire. Was that a fly? I didn't know flies were in this game. Like, yeah, a fly, and he waved it away. I knew there was a sound effect of a fly when you get close to dead bodies, and you might see little dots, but I've never seen him actually wave away a fly before. Alright, we're coming across some ruins here. We'll have to kind of go around them, sort of. Well, I don't think so, as long as I keep on this relatively straight and true line here. He waved away something there as well, did John. So as we get into the desert, again, things can get a little more interesting. The grass is a little bit higher, got these cactuses and such, and, you know, again, the occasional possible predator. Although I think the only one that would show up would be a cougar. Again, oddly enough, we don't even take a teeny tiny bit of damage walking through the cactuses, which I think is kind of interesting. That would have been an interesting little touch. Surprised they didn't include that, given all the other ways in which they tried to make this game realistic. I hear another fly. Oh, brother. So we're having to kind of deviate a little bit from our line here because I don't want to just jump off of there and tank the damage. It's I don't know, kind of against the spirit of things. Oh, we're gonna have to walk through a big giant field of cactuses here if we want to try to stay on the line. Ugh! Ouch! Ouch. It looks painful walking through it. It looks painful. I would not do that IRL. Oh, God. Oh, no. Don't tell me. Alright. Yeah, this isn't bad. We might do a little sliding, but we don't have to fall. Whoa. There we go. Oh, not bad at all. Look at that. Perfect. Bright, hot sun. Can you imagine if we'd have kept our coat on from before? Dude, our health core would go down fast. 83, dude. Wait till we get past. Wait till we get a little further out, man. I've seen it spike up to like, I think earlier I said 100. I don't know if it'll get to 100, but I think it gets, I know it'll get to like 96, I think was the highest spike I ever saw for the temperature. One thing that I found really cool, really cool, I can't believe Rockstar's attention to certain details, even slightly, if not definitely unnecessary ones. Now, you know how you look at the temperature here and you see 83 degrees? If you get next to a fire, it will shoot up well into the hundreds. If you like stand next to an actual burning fire, it does not measure the temperature of the weather. It measures the temperature around the player character, which is just a really strange detail that they included there. I mean, it would have been just fine. No one would have said a word if that was just a thermometer, like as if you were checking the weather channel, you know. So, you know, I mean, there's no realism to that. I don't think people had pocket thermometers on them back in the day, but or maybe they did. I don't know. Climbed up from 83 to 85 as we've been walking, so it's getting hotter as we go here. Fox, not a danger. Not that I'm aware of, at least.
Damn fine weather, ain't it?
Sure is good.
I guess they're talking to each other. I don't know. It's a little hot. Now it's at 88. Hottest part of the day when the sun's been out the longest when you're in the desert. Usually the hottest part of the day, unless, you know, certain mitigating factors occur. I don't think I can climb that at all, so I'm going to have to go around it. Probably this way to keep to my southwesterly directionality. We've came a long way, baby. Came a long way, haven't we? I can't greet him. I can only call out to... There we go.
You, mister! How about you get out of my sight?
Oh, dude. You do not know. You do not know how lucky you are, man. You caught me at just the right time for sparing your smart-ass life. Look at the Gila monster there. I was kind of No, that's an iguana. Never mind. we got a bit of a climb maybe up here. The question is whether we can make that climb. Hopefully our marker's coming up soon. Yeah, that's Mercer Station, isn't it? I think. If it is, that's good. That way I can stop right over there and kind of assess it. I might do some testing if I can't eyeball it and see. I might just proceed around that mountain or this plateau or whatever. I might just do that. As long as it doesn't bring us too far off from our final destination. Uh-oh. We've got us a little carriage action here, but he won't get in our way. Will not stop us. Nice.
Plenty of road to spare.
Oh, I know, dude. You just shut up. So we're going to stop up here and assess. It looks like I might be able to climb there if I stay on this line, but we're going to make sure. So let's get right over here to this marker and stop time. We're here at Mercer Station. Our best bet, unless we want to go just stay on this railroad track road thing here, which I do not want to do, that will bore the hell out of me. We're going to come to right here, dodging the major topography, probably going through this. Looks like maybe we can go through here, not sure, and then that'll bring us to right here. And then from here we'll go all the way to here. Let me put a regular kind of road marker right there. And we're going to walk right towards that. That's what we're going to do. So let's start the timer after we eat a bite. Just some mutton. Some minty mutton. Minty mutton. I could make a commercial about minty mutton. Alright, start time. Let's do it. Alright, so we're not going to be able to go totally straight there because I don't like the climb right there. But I do like the climb up there, so we're going to make it work. One way or another, we're going to make it work. A 9-banded armadillo. How cute. Alright, so we're going to kind of traverse around or over these rocks. We might have to shoot some hogs. They can run us over. Oh, I missed him. What a joke. Yeah. Oh, my shooting has gotten rusty since doing the walking here. There we go. There we go. Now our shooting's on. How about that? Well, I'd like to skin them for the animal fat, wasting all that explosive ammo back there. Goofing around. Well, not even goofing around. I ain't even had fun with it. That's what sucks. I could have been shooting cactuses with that shit. Just keep walking. Do not get in my way or I will blow your face off. I swear to God.
Hey, partner.
Hey, fella.
You said the right words, dude. You said the right words and you kept moving. So we're keeping as much as we can on the straight-ish line that we've created. Looks like we did find a nice little line here to walk. Look at that. We can go right through the center here. Should not have any problems getting through here. Alright, look at that vista. Even at night. Beautiful. It's a little more beautiful during the day, don't get me wrong, but it has its own beauty at night there. I walk alone, I walk alone. That's the song I just made up, isn't it? That's not a real song. A lot of animals up here. Looks like deer. This should make them all run. Or not. There we go. Oh, there's our marker right there. So I'm going to come up to it and take a small little breather here. And assess our situation. Alright, stop the timer there. Alright guys, so in looking at this, I think our best bet, instead of going here, maybe like right, I want to walk towards a marker like right there. Well, hold on. So let me put one right there, and I'm going to erase this one. And so we're just going to walk right this way and hopefully not run into any problems. We're going to have to maybe slightly go around that rock. Alright, I think we're good to get this show back on the road. Just so you can see the scale of this map. We started all the way up here, and then now we're all the way here. Long journey. Very, very long journey. Start the timer now. Alright. Nighttime desert trek. Could be fun. We still haven't ran into a predator the whole entire trip. I heard a bear once. Thought I heard some wolves once. I think they ended up being coyotes, or maybe that was two different incidents. Not one predator the whole time have I had to tangle with. I've only shot one animal. Well, is that true? No, I shot the boars. But anyway. Yeah, so long story short, yeah, it's been kind of peaceful. Let's do this. Then we'll run. And then we're just going to slightly curve around this rock, of course. There's the moon. According to popular theory of 1899, it is made of cheese. I'm joking. It's not made of cheese. It's a hologram. Because the Earth is flat, you know. God. If there's any flat earthers watching this, I don't give a fuck if I offended you. I just want you to know that. I'm not going to call you names. I'm just telling you I don't give a fuck if I offended you or not.
I'm all out of shucks.
Howdy, friend.
God, I don't think I've ever heard somebody. As he came, he was like, "Oh shucks," and the "Howdy, friend," as I lifted up my lantern because I thought I was going to trigger in on him to, you know, greet him. But anyway, "Howdy, friend. Howdy." That's what's behind us. Here's what's in front of us. Please don't tell me there's a big drop off here. I did not see on the map to where it looked like there was. You know, the moon is so bright here at 4:50 a.m. that it almost seems like day. Perhaps the sun is coming up over the horizon there. Uh-oh, look what we just ran into. Oh, look at Marston! Parkour much? Parkour much? That's not really smart ass at all, is it? It's kind of dumb sounding. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's really nothing quite like this game that's ever came out. I mean, the original was gorgeous for when it was released. Don't get me wrong. And Skyrim was gorgeous for when it was released. Hell, even like Halo 4 was gorgeous when it was released. It still is. But I don't know, man. Just because the tech can handle it doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy to do. This world is just stunningly awesome. Just to stop him from charging us and slowing our roll. Just gonna walk slowly off of this cliff. Are we not gonna be able to do that? I don't think we can, boys. Oh, brother. We're gonna have to deviate a little bit from our route here. Oh, this is a little gross. We're gonna have our first fail. I mean, we're still kind of going west-ish. We're still kind of going west. I mean, I could tempt fate. Whoa, no. Yeah, we made it. That's not bad. Get up. There we go. That's not bad. Slow, I mean, you know. That wasn't that bad. Oh, brother. Alright, so we've made it past that thing. So now we're going to stop the timer right now. And we'll be reassessing really fast to make sure our route looks good. Alright, so next up, I put a marker right here. This is going to be a relatively short leg. We're almost finished, guys. We're almost there. So I'm going to go from here and just go straight to this point. And then I believe after that, I'm going to go around this rock to here. And then because of the way this is set up, I'm almost positive, we're just going to have to take the windy road here all the way around. And then I just don't know if we can possibly get over here without a horse. So that might be the end of our journey. So let's get this show on the road. We are very close to finishing this. All right. So let's start our journey. You know, the clock part of our journey now. All right. So in between the big rocks here. It's like if we want to keep this line here, we're going to have to climb over some rocks here. No biggie. John can handle it. Still have not encountered a predator. At least not one that'll kill us or go after us. I mean, we've encountered coyotes and foxes. But not, you know, some birds, but, you know, they're not going to be preying on us. When I envision doing this in my mind, I envision running across a couple of bears in certain parts, a cougar or two in certain parts. I definitely thought I'd come across wolves because they're so damn common. But to not run across any predators. I heard a bear once and I thought I heard some wolves. Not encounter any of them. Quite strange. Definitely surprising. Also surprising how... I don't know why I thought this would take longer, but I thought this would take longer than it has. But it is still taking a very long time to do. I mean, we're talking hours here, man. That's a pretty big map that you can, you know, cross, that takes hours to cross. In a video game, it's pretty big. I shot that one to scare these off. I don't want them running me over, which will knock me over and slow me down. Guys, I'm getting tired, man. I'm telling you, I'm starting to run out of words. Starting to run out of words. Just walking. I mean, this is a really pretty area to walk, and part of the reason why it's pretty is because it's not one that we saw, you saw regularly throughout the campaign, and it's not, there's not a lot to do out here post-campaign, so, sitting here walking through this, I'm really getting a chance to kind of take it all in, and I will admit, it is really cool. It's just really cool. Very, very photorealistic, picturesque. I love to hike in the desert during like the fall or something when it's not too hot, but not like with those cold nights that they can have. That'd be a lot of fun. I've never hiked in the desert before. I don't know, man. I'd have to wear some boots though, man. I'm not a big fan of big giant spiders and Gila monsters and scorpions. I've never seen a scorpion outside of a entomology exhibit at a zoo or something of that sort. Don't know if I'm ready to see one of those in real life, man. It's not without some pretty thick boots on. Maybe there'll be like a horse at the very end of this journey we can break and ride back out of here. That'd be kind of cool, right? Alright, we've got to be getting close here to the final marker before the final marker. I think my guy's clothes are getting dustier. I think I mentioned this earlier on. I mean, like, if you change clothes, I'm pretty sure it's akin to taking a bath. Not only do your clothes get clean, but I think you get clean as well. So always have a change outfits on your horse if you don't want people calling you stinky. We're at the last marker before the last marker before the last marker. So we're going to stop here, assess, make sure our route is true. And we're going to stop the timer right now. Alright, so this is going to be the shortest by far. I'm going to put a marker right here. Hold on. Right there. And just so I can go around this rock on a relatively straight path, because I will have to deviate a little bit. And then from there, I'm going to put a marker right here. And we're just going to have to wind around this road at the very end of the journey. There's really no other way to do it. If there's any possible way to walk along that shoreline to make it over to this point here, I'm going to try to. But I guarantee nothing. Alright, so we're good. I guess we can eat a bite, maybe? Have we eaten beef yet? Let's eat some prime beef. Arthur deserves it. So let's hop over this rock, I guess. Can you jump over to it? Yay! Alright, keeping our line and everything. How about it? Just like as if we were a speedrunner. Except for this is the slowest thing ever. Ever. Alright, so we're coming up to this part here. So I think I'll stop the video. Just take a little break since I didn't take a break the last couple of times. A real break. Alright, stop time right there. Alright guys, we're back. Getting ready to do the final leg of this journey. So I'm going to erase this map marker here. And we're just going to follow this road because I'm pretty sure that's the only way to get through here given the topography of this area. We'll come to this point and then we'll see if we can't somehow walk along the shoreline there to possibly get to the end of the map here. We'll see. Don't know if it's possible or not. John falls in the water, he'll die, so maybe that's just where we would stop it. I don't know. Let's start the timer. Now. Alright, as you can see there, we're going up, and so you see the cliffs there that we were seeing there on the topographical map of sorts that we have. So we're just going to keep on marching towards victory here, but we are on a road again, which I am, the most boring parts have always been on the roads when trying this challenge, because there's no reason to really even pay attention to this at all. Heck, I wonder if I could throw it in cinematic camera and he'd walk for me. Dude, I tell you, if I didn't have bigger fish to fry, I'd blow your brains out, dude. You almost ran me over. I tried to move out of your way.
Yeah, I guess I'll settle down one of these days.
And this dude's trying to do the same thing.
Hi.
Just get lost.
Okay.
Just get lost. Gosh, think about how long we've walked, what all we have put behind us on this very long journey. But I guess I didn't know what to expect, but it's amazing that it only took, a handful of hours. Maybe, I don't know what I'm going to time this at ultimately, but I'm going to bet it's not too far off from 3 hours. So yeah, we're just going to keep walking along the long and dusty road. The long and dusty road. I wonder what would happen. Would I just keep walking if I turned on cinematic camera? Would I stay on the same path, or would I start to walk into a, since I've got the red line, like if you were on a horse, he'll stay generally on the road, the red, if you mark out a path for him. Not sure if that's happening here or not. I guess we'll see if he starts to truly veer. That's a nice shot there. Nope, don't veer too far off, buddy. Just keep going. Stay on the road. There we go. Lonely man walking. That's a nice shot too. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Let's make sure we're on the correct road. Got worried there for a second that maybe I would somehow get off of it. Do you think I could cut through there? I wonder if I could cut through there. I guess we should try it just to see, right? So I'm going to put a marker here. That way I'll have a good place to stop time for this experiment. But boy, it sure looks like I can. So let's stop right here. So I did a little experiment to see if I could cut a corner there, but it is not possible. If you go over and try to go through that ridge there, you just you're looking off of a pretty steep cliff. And so we started time back up. Once we got back to the marker we set where we stopped and attempted our little detour. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that road. See that road? It's like right there by his head. Isn't that cool? Anyway. In order to pass the time, you really do have to, you know, find, especially when you're on a road, you have to, you know, enjoy the sights, take in the beauty a little bit more. It's kind of what I liked about this challenge in the first place, but boy, it is not just a luxury, it's a necessity when you get on these roads, man. Just for the record, up to this point right now, we have not faced one single predator that attempted to attack us. Not surprisingly, we've not dealt with any human attackers. Probably because we've cleared, or we've triggered every ambush that was possible, and we've stayed away from places like Thieves Landing, Fort Mercer, and then back before we entered the epilogue area, you know, I don't know if there's much else. I mean, I didn't have a bounty, so no bounty hunters, and we really, it took a little bit of effort, but we didn't commit any crimes. I want to see that iguana. Usually I thought they were pretty skittish, but this one is really not. Like, totally skittish. Then again, I've never really walked around one of them. I'm always on a horse and stuff. So that's kind of cool. See, the iguana doesn't have the same kind of skittish AI as other little creepy crawlers and critters in the game. So we're getting closer and closer to the final point, the end point, the Sea of Coronado. Alright. Closer and closer. We're getting there. Almost finished with this ridiculously long challenge. And if you don't know, if you don't remember, the challenge was to walk from the very tippy top of the map in New Hanover near Willard's Rest all the way, I don't know why I had to do that, but anyway, all the way to the Sea of Coronado in the straightest general line we could possibly make it, although, you know, you can't do it perfectly straight because of various reasons. And so, you know, we tried to do mostly southwesterly throughout the main game map. And then once we got into West Elizabeth, going much more south than west. And then now we've been generally going much, just primarily west. And the point was to do this without dying. And without any sort of thing that would restart anywhere. So we've just, no sleeping or saving and reloading. If something went wrong, we just go back to a specified marker that I had made to kind of plan this route out and just start over. But guess what? We never had to do that. The only halfway kind of sort of way in which that could be argued did occur was just a few minutes ago when we tried to detour through here. Not knowing this area, I did not know that it was impossible to detour through these ridges here, whatever you want to call them. So,
Oh, I know.
oh, do you? Probably the spookiest part was at the very first, where we walked through, kind of Roanoke Ridge at night. But we didn't deal with any bears, any wolves, any cougars, any ghosts. I didn't even hear any sounds in the woods. Apparently, there's, some spooky stuff. The only spooky thing about it was the possibility of anything happening. Now, is that not just the most beautiful thing, man? Come on. I don't know why that particular scene is pretty to me, but it just is. Maybe it's the stillness of the water. I just find that to be very peaceful. Of course, as soon as I say stillness, I look down there and you got a fish moving around down there and all that. But we actually have one last little bit of a challenge here. Based on the way the topography looks and the fact that John Marston can't swim a lick, looks like we might not be able to go to the very, very, very end of the map without possibly walking very dangerously close to the shoreline. So we're going to see. We'll find out. And hopefully we can get to the very tippy top end of the map, despite that limitation. Boy, there's a snake right there. See that? Alright, so we're getting to this marker here, so we're going to stop time right here. This is probably it. We are at the end of our journey, I think. The only thing I'm going to try right now to see if we can make it a little bit further is to go along the shoreline, although we have to be very careful. We're using John Marston, who cannot swim. So we're going to go right to here and see if we can't reach what looks to me to be like the end of the map. So, again, we may be at the end of our journey, but before I... Look at that X right there. That's a corpse. I haven't killed anybody on this journey. We'll have to come back to that. Maybe not for this video, but nonetheless. So enough talk. Let's get it going here. So start timer now. Let's see if we can make it. Look at this. He will drown if I try to get down there. He will not only... He'll probably slip into the water. But you know what? We're going to try it. So let me do this really fast. I can save really fast before drowning. So this is actually going to be, I think, right here. Right here. This is going to be our furthest point reached right here. Stop. Right there. Stop. Right there. This is where we're going to... This is going to be our furthest point. So the furthest we were able to make it... Right here. There we go. That's good. So that's it. That is the end of our journey. We can remove this marker. Unfortunately, we were not able to make it over to it. Without running, and certainly without riding, we walked all the way down. Going, remember, over, or like under O'Crae's. Then we trekked all the way across the Heartlands to Flatneck Station, where we crossed the river there because John can't swim. Then we went all the way to here, crossed here, went to Beecher's Hope and changed clothing to desert clothing, which, you know, we stopped time for that, of course. We kind of crossed Manzanita Post, went through Bear Claw, so we did enter Tall Trees for a little bit, went through McFarland Ranch, and then the boring part, having to follow this road because you cannot go down this ridge pretty much any other way. Past Armadillo, didn't go into Fort Mercer, went to Mercer Station, then went to Benedict Point, or somewhere thereabouts, went up here, and then took this windy road and got all the way to here. All the way, walking, no running, no deaths, no saves and reloads or anything like that. All the way to here. Not one lick of combat the whole time either. So if you hadn't seen a lot of what this map and what this game has to offer, at least visually, you will get to see it through this journey. Alright everybody, that's it for our map crossing series. 2 hours and 58 minutes and 23 seconds. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this effort. And also, of course, leave comments with any suggestions for any future content. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notifications bell. But as for now, this is JP3 signing out. Have a wonderful day, and thank you very, 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 very much for watching. Goodbye.